Tenai Stilling, may your health be given to you. You are listening to Alchemize Soul 33. I am your guide, Selam. I speak to you from the highlands of my grandmothers, where the air is thin and the veils are thinner, Ethiopia. The land where the Ark of the Covenant rests, the land where angels once walked openly, and some say they never left. Tonight, I am not here to comfort you. I am here to remind you of something your bones already know. We are asking a question that my people have whispered around evening fires for thousands of years. Are alien hybrids among us? But we don't say alien the way the West does. We say tekale, the strange ones, the ones who came from the sky before the sky had a name. In our ancient texts, in the Kebra Nagast, it is written that the Queen of Sheba bore a son to Solomon. But some oral traditions say she was visited by beings before Solomon, beings of light, beings who took human form. So when you ask me about hybrids, I smile, because Ethiopia has always known that bloodlines are not always earthly. Let me walk you through the evidence. Not with fear, with the voice of a Tej, a witness. In the West, they speak of Rhesus negative blood as an anomaly, a mutation, but in our highlands, certain families carry a marker, what our traditional healers call yeferesdem, the restless blood. This blood does not clot the same. It carries memories. Those with this blood often dream of stars before they dream of cattle. I've sat with elders who do not read or write, yet they can draw constellations that NASA only photographed 50 years ago. When I ask, how do you know this? They say, because my mother dreamed it, and her mother before her. That is not mythology. That is inherited memory. And inherited memory is the first evidence of hybrid bloodlines. Second evidence, the triangular implant. In Ethiopia, we do not have mass abduction hysteria. We have daptara. Healers who remove spiritual objects from the body. And for decades, these healers have described removing small metallic triangular fragments from the sinuses of people suffering from zar, what you might call spirit possession. But these are not spirits. They are physical. They are crafted. One healer in Gondar showed me a jar of them. He said, these are not from our earth. They sing when you hold them. I held one. Selam, I wept. It hummed at a frequency my own bones remembered. That is evidence. In every Ethiopian village, there is a different child. The elders call them Liji Alem, child of another world. Not cursed, not blessed, simply other. These children cannot tolerate loud drums or crowds. They hide under tables during festivals. Speak late, but when they speak, they use words no one taught them. Have no fear of heights or darkness, but they tremble before mirrors. My own niece, age 4, pointed to a satellite passing overhead and said, that is my uncle's boat. He is late for dinner. We laughed. But she never laughed back. She was serious. Psychologists call this fantasy proneness, but I have sat with 50 such children across Addis Ababa, Lalibela, and Aksum. They all describe the same thing. A tall being, thin, dark eyes, no mouth, and a room with no corners. They are not lying. Children cannot maintain identical lies over 500 kilometers. These children, when they grow up, become the artists, the hermits, the midwives who know things they should not know. They are the hybrids, and they walk among us. They sell injera in the market. They braid hair, they drive taxis, you have met one. You do not recognize the silence in their eyes. In the West, they ask, why are hybrids here? Invasion, experimentation? No, child. That is a young soul's question. In Ethiopian Orthodox cosmology, we have 3 heavens. The first heaven is our sky. The second is the realm of stars and beings we call malekt, messengers. The third is where the Father dwells. What you call aliens are simply messengers from the second heaven who have forgotten their origin. And the hybrids? They are the ones sent back down to remember for them. Think of it this way. The Greys, or whatever name you give them, they lost their emotion. They lost their nafs, their living soul. They cannot cry. They cannot laugh. They are dying. So they came to Africa, to the Rift Valley, the birthplace of humanity. Because our DNA is the oldest, the most flexible, the most forgiving. Hybrids are not spies. They are students. They are embedded in our families, our cultures, our pain, to learn how to feel again. Their loneliness is not a weapon. It is a curriculum. And here is the sacred secret. When a hybrid finally cries real tears for the first time, whether over a lost child, a broken nation, or a beautiful song, that tear is harvested. Not by force, by frequency. And somewhere in the second heaven, an ancient being weeps for the first time in 10,000 years. That is not an invasion. That is a rescue mission. If you are listening to this, and your chest is tight, and your eyes are burning, and something in you is whispering, she is speaking to me. Let me speak directly to you, child of the second heaven. You are not broken because you cannot fit into human expectations. You are not crazy because you see shadows moving when others see stillness. You are not sinful because you remember a sky that is not this sky. You are a bridge. And Ethiopia, your ancestors of blood and your ancestors of star, they have been waiting for you to wake up. Do not fear the memories. Let them surface. Draw them, sing them, write them in a language no one else understands. Find the other strange ones. There are more of you than you know. And when you look in the mirror and feel that ancient ache, say this aloud in my mother's tongue. Ene alem ala dehugun, ene alem echalehu. I was born for another world, and I will not forget again. Selam, let this light bring peace. May it guide us through the night. This is not a podcast episode. This is a witness. I have given you evidence. Anomalous blood, triangular implants, shared dreams of children, and the ancient texts of my own land that speak of star-born kings. Whether you believe or not changes nothing. The hybrids are already here. They are your neighbor, your student, your secret self. This week, I ask you to do something simple. Light a single candle, sit in silence, and ask aloud, if I am a bridge, what am I meant to carry? Then listen, not with your ears, with the space between your ribs where the homesickness lives. If an answer comes, even a feeling, even a color, even a tear, you have your evidence. Ewedishalehu, I love you, not because you are human, because you are more. This is Selam, Alchemize Soul 33. Keep walking between worlds. And remember, the Ark is not lost. It is resting in Aksum. And the guardians of the Ark have always known that the sky is not empty. It is full of relatives. Ende Amisegnalehu. Thank you for listening.